Hello students, I Akanksha Sharma, teacher at Madhur Rao Scindia Public School, welcomes you back in part 4 of History Chapter 2. In this I will be explaining you about the invasion in India. Till a long period, northern India was in the state of constant strife. The Turkish king Sabukistagin was the ruler of Ghazni. He defeated the Raja Jaipal, the Rajput ruler of Bhatinda in 991 CE. So this was the strategy of this Turkish king to enter in India. After the death of Sabukistagin in 997 CE, his son Mahmud succeeded him. Means after his death, his son, he became the king or the emperor. He was interested in building a large empire in Central Asia. He was very much interested in building a large empire so that he can show everyone that he is the king at present. Mahmud never wanted to rule over India. His intention was never ever to rule over the India. So why did he invaded? His invasion over places were undertaken purely to capture the wealth. His invasion was the purpose so that he can take the wealth or the money from the riches, or they can collect the wealth or plunder the wealth and can take it back to their country. He had heard about the enormous wealth of India. As you all know, my dear students, India was known as the golden bird. So everyone was having an eye on our country, which motivated him to attack India. He attacked India 17 times between 1001 CE to 1027 CE. So see how desperately he wanted to attack India that he has tried to attack India 17 times, and in the end he was succeeding in that. The attacks by Mahmud devastated northern India and paved the way for future invasion. As I have told you that he has tried 17 times, that means what? Somehow he has just devastated, he has just spoiled, and he has made the way for the other invasion people to come and can invade India as well. He has cleared the way because as many times he has attacked the people, they were trying to save themselves. So in this fight, the people has lost many things, but in the end everyone was weakened at the end. So they have given a chance to other one also. They also came to India and can invaded. After his death, successor did not show any interest in India. After the death of Mahmud, his successor, they did not show any kind of interest in India. Now we will be talking about Cholas. The Chola kingdom emerged as the strongest and powerful empire in South India between 800 CE and 1200 CE. These Cholas, they belong to southern part. Raja I and Rajendra Chola were the most famous of the Cholas king, and under them the dynasty became a military, economic and cultural powerful. Means they people were so much powerful and they have worked so perfectly that their dynasty was perfect. Whether we talk about military, we talk about economic or the cultural power, they have kept a keen eye on each and everything, and they have maintained the order of each and everything in a very proper way. Raja I was a very powerful ruler in the South India. He defeated the Cheras at Thiruvananthapuram, the Pandyas at Madurai, and the Cholukyas in the Deccan, and expanded his empire. See, he was the powerful, and he was very, very well known for his strategies, and he had made the strategies, and he has captured the many part in the south, as well as he has thrown out the Cheras also and Cholukyas also. And meanwhile, he has expanded his empire as soon as he has defeated everyone. Rajendra I Chola. Rajendra I was succeeded by his son Rajendra Chola. He completed the conquest of Sri Lanka that his father had begun. The fight was begun by his father, but in the end he was the one who has won the fight. Rajendra Chola crossed the river Ganga and defeated the ruler of Bengal. He has crossed the river Ganga only to defeat the ruler of Bengal, Mahipala. He also assumed the title of Gangai Konda, or conqueror of the Ganga. As I have talked here about that, he has crossed the river Ganga, so he has been given the title of Gangai Konda, or the conqueror of the Ganga. He laid the foundation of the newly constructed city called Gangai Konda Cholapuram, the city of Chola, conqueror of the Ganga, to his victory in North India. As he has gained the victory, and in that reference he has given the name of that place or the city as Gangai Konda Cholapuram. After his long rule, Rajendra Chola was succeeded by his three sons, one after the another. Means Rajendra Chola, when he was no more, his three sons, they have taken the throne one after the other. Thank you.